What is going on, you guys? Today I have another episode for you where I'm going to be reviewing a YouTube channel called Average Man Unplugged. And the title here is Trend Going Viral. Men are in their financial celibacy era. Sounds pretty interesting, so let's get into it.
So as you guys know right now, I'm in a financial celibate era. I'm going through my financial celibacy journey, okay? Which means I cannot spend any money on dates. And it seems like some men are also going through their own financial celibacy era. My friend Mike called me last night and said, Don P, I had a young lady call me, and we used to go out, but it seemed like every time we would get to the point of being intimate, it would be that time of the month. And she called me last night saying, oh, I miss how we used to go out and we go to a nice dinner. Why don't you make us reservations tonight? I'll wear a beautiful dress, do my makeup, my hair for you. We can go somewhere like Ocean 48 or Javier's or Mastro's and just have a great dinner and spend some time together. And he said, listen, baby, I would love to. That sounds amazing. But unfortunately, right now I'm currently celibate. And she was like, oh, no. I didn't want to have intercourse with you. He was like, no, you misunderstand me. My money is celibate. My wallet is celibate. My credit cards are celibate. My debit cards are celibate. Even the cash in my safe is currently celibate. She said, what the hell are you talking about, Mike? He was like, that means I can spend no money on a date. She said, what are you trying to say? You broke? He says, no, I'm not broke at all. It's quite the opposite. I've been doing well over the last 3 months. I just have no money available to spend on dates and women like you. So good luck to all the men in their financial celibacy era who are on their financial celibacy journey.
Drizzle.
Good job, my brother.
This is okay, so I like that because he could easily spend the money on the date. He's doing even better than he was before, right? So he's doing well. He's basically, by the sounds of it, I'm curious how the rest of the video is going to go. He's not accepting foodie calls. And if you guys aren't familiar with that term, let me break it down for you. So it's a play on the word booty call, right? And it's basically a girl only calls you for food, drinks, dinner, etc., right? And she's not actually interested in you or dating you. So that's actually a good test that guy did. And a lot of guys are aware of this, by the way, to avoid doing that. Like, for example, the amount of guys that are really naive and they're just like taking a bunch of girls out on like Michelin star first dates, etc. When she hasn't, here's the thing, she hasn't really earned that, right? So even if you've got it like that, even if you're making it rain financially, right? Imagine that you were looking for someone important to you for a great relationship. Would it really benefit you to be going out on a bunch of Michelin star, high-end, luxury first dates? Or do you think it would be beneficial to do something more chill, like coffee and a walk in the park, drinks and a walk in the park, boba, ice cream, whatever you like, and like a walk, park, beach, downtown? So basically, either one of you can leave if there's not a good connection there. It's a very low pressure date. It's chill. So it's easy and effortless. Not this big, like, let me book us a reservation at a steakhouse or a sushi place or whatever, right? It was, the girl basically showed her true colors by being like, no, it's okay. Let's take me out to this fancy place. Let's book reservations. I'll look nice for you, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't ever about that. She was just never really interested in him to begin with. Let's keep going with the video.
We rocking with you.
Boy, these women today.
Yeah, man, it's different. It's different.
I'm glad I'm in my 50s. Because they get all, if I was in my 30s, they get all my little NFL money. All of it. Yep, all of it, Ocho. Man. Yeah, I'm gonna work me a good 3-4 more years, Ocho.
You shut it down?
I'm gonna deactivate everything.
Whoa!
I'm falling off the grid.
I don't know about that one. I don't
I'm
like
going
that.
off the grid, Ocho. That's the only way you can survive, bro.
Now you can survive on the grid too. All you need is a little discipline.
I got discipline. That's why I'm gonna get off the grid.
Now,
I just want to live happily ever after.
You can live happily ever after.
Raise my kids.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. At the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. Doing it a little bit different, but I think it's because this is very important and it's definitely hit home for me because as funny as it sounds, this is actually something that I kind of got picked on and heckled about from one of my trolls. Anyway, there seems to be a trend going on back home where more and more successful men are becoming celibate, whether it's like you saw in the intro, celibate with their money or celibate with sex. I came across this on Facebook, and it was an article. Well, I don't want to say an article, but some kind of a passage, so to speak, that was made by 50 Cent. And I was kind of surprised that of all people, 50 Cent has been celibate. So I wanted to read this for you guys. I haven't had sex for over 10 years now, and I'm not even thinking about having intercourse with any girl right now, 50 Cent. When you remove sex from everything you do, you become focused, go on dates, meet with people, and know them for who they are. You'll see how amazing some people are. You can't be hustling and cloud your mind with sex. People come to you for different reasons, and if you are not careful, you'll mess up a lot of because of sex. Celibacy works for me really well, 50 Cent said. 50 Cent revealed that one of the many things he enjoys is turning down women who throw themselves at him because they also enjoy rejecting average men. He does this because he knows the reason why a majority of these women throw themselves at him because of his fame and fortune. If he didn't have status, but just an average guy, none of these women would even look his way. He understands the hypergamous nature of women, how their love is opportunistic, and he treats them like the opportunists that they are. Women don't love men, they love value. That's why they flock around high-value men like ants follow sugar. Understand the game. Moral lesson, learn or perish. And he is 100% right about that. That's why I tell guys, when you're on your self-improvement journey, don't be surprised when women are starting to notice you. When you're in the gym and you start seeing those gains, don't be surprised when you're gaining women's attention. I had to catch up to this because after about 3-4 months of straight working out consistently, and the chest and the shoulders start, a little bit more, all of a sudden I got women over here, like, come on, like, what's going on here? I ain't never had women like come up on me and rub and touch on me like that because they can tell I've been working out. This is why I stress that, man. This is why I stress that self-improvement so much. Now, I want to share a video, you guys, that was sent to me by one of my subscribers.
And let me say this, because I think a lot of guys have a misunderstanding about this too. So basically, attracting women on a surface level becomes effortless once you've been, even if it's a little bit, just getting in the gym and working on your finances, right? Building all these things up. You're going to start naturally, effortlessly attracting them. Now, that's on the surface level, which is why it's important, like what he was talking about with the first guy with the foodie call or 50 Cent, for example. You don't want them to want you just for those things, especially like just for money, right? And so a lot of guys get really naive, like, oh, now dating is easy. And then they slip up when it comes to they're doing well with finances. They get with the wrong girl. Let's take it all the way, right? I'm sure something crazy could happen, but let's say they get with the wrong girl and then have a kid with her, marriage with her, and it kind of implodes on itself, right? Well, of course, then you've got the divorce and the alimony stuff. And I'm not saying this stuff to be, like pessimistic or anything. I actually really, truly believe in love and marriage and being with the right person, which is why it's so important for you to learn how to vet properly, which basically means to interview. It's a funny word for dating, but basically having like a pair of sunglasses or like a lens, like a microscope for who's a good fit for you long term and who's not. And that's why what he's talking about is really important. Let's keep going.
And if y'all want to watch the full video, but he covered this as well. So this trend is really starting to become a thing. Check this out.
On this channel, one of the main things I try to teach our women, I try to teach women, is that you ladies need to learn how to get along with a man. You really need to get along with a man to where a man will appreciate you and value you. When a man sees a woman and sees no value in her, he will lose interest. When a man realizes, damn, all she has to offer me is what's between her legs. You know what? I'm good. And that is what I always try to explain to women on this channel. There will be a day when men will wake up and say, you know what? You know that thing between your legs. You think it's a weapon. You know what? Keep it. I'm good. I don't want it anymore. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in 2024, that is what started to happen. more and more men are being okay with not clapping any cheeks.
So to me, celibacy isn't something I just did and I'm saying goodbye to. No, it is a part of my life for the rest of my life. This is an energy practice. And anytime we, lead astray from ourselves, or we become way too lustful, or find ourselves drained because we've been engaging in the wrong connections, the wrong relationships, this is something we can come right back to, rebuild our foundation, rebuild our strength, and then boom, come back out.
Now, I'm glad that he said that, because now I know they call it celibacy. In this space, we like to call it monk mode. This is something that I got picked on for, and this is one of the things that sucks about trying to be transparent and honest with your audience, is that there's always going to be somebody who's a hater, and not because they disagree with what you did, they think that you did it because you couldn't clap cheeks, when in reality it was the complete opposite. Because
Yep. Okay, two things here, right? So, of course, he knows this as well, but like trolls or haters or whatever, that never comes from the same level as you. And it also never comes from above, like a positive place. Imagine what kind of mindset you have to be in to even bother watching a video that you don't like, then commenting a negative comment. I could maybe understand if it was like a constructive criticism, like positive feedback. Although normally that's not what it is, right? Normally it's someone in a negative place. So hate always comes from below. Remember that. Now, on top of that, I like what he just said, because his 50 Cent example is like the perfect example of that. 50 Cent could easily attract and be with most any girl he wants, right? Let's just keep it real here. Now, the power is choosing not to do that, and choosing who he actually wants to spend his time, put his time into, and actually get to know them, develop a deeper connection with, for example, that specific girl. That's where the power comes in. And there's nothing negative about that. He can do what he wants, and he's choosing. The power of choice. He's abundant. It's easy for him to do exactly what he wants, which is developing a better relationship with a higher quality partner. You see?
like I said, I was working on my body during the time as well, and getting attention just off of that alone. But for 2.5 years, I didn't clap any cheeks, because I was so focused on getting this channel off the ground to a place now where I can sit in front of you here in another entire country. To be able to have the financial freedom, to be self-employed, to be able to get out of the rat race.
Yeah.
But also be able to help other people, especially men, at the same time. Because you don't know how often people send me messages that they look forward to my videos every day, and I'm what's keeping them going, and I'm what's keeping them motivated. Or how many times I've seen brothers say I motivated them to start their own channel, or I motivated them to start their fitness journey. Like, I love getting those messages. And a lot of these guys are on monk mode, because they understand that in order for you to get ahead, and especially to get access to the kind of quality women that you want, you're going to have to self-improve on yourself. We don't have that luxury that women have, because we don't have women flooding our DMs giving us validation just because we exist. We actually have to make something of ourselves. And even then, the attention that you get from women is still going to be limited, because women are women. So let's keep it moving.
This trend is happening with men with money. A lot of successful brothers are starting to realize, I do not need to clap cheeks. I'm building this, I'm building that, I'm building this, I'm building that. Man, I'm realizing I don't even miss clapping cheeks.
Even when our partner is asking, for some reason you just can't. What was your reason?
Sometimes it's just the amount of physical and emotional energy and spiritual transfer that goes on with actually having sexual intercourse is a lot more energy than that person has at that time. And that's how I feel sometimes.
Like, when you meet men, you can see, I meet men that release every day, all day, and they drained. Their brain don't have the cognitive function that my brain has. They not as strong. I'm talking about emotionally, their emotions be in total disarray, because you didn't spread your energy, spread yourself too thin with all these different women, and our semen contains consciousness. So you place your consciousness everywhere.
Do you ever release? Or you just never release? You just
if I need to release, your body gonna do it automatically. Your body just gonna release.
That ain't like teasing. It's like, oh, you probably so mentally.
No,
be teasing
what
me.
you do is it's called sexual transmutation. Like when I wake up they got something called morning wood.
Yeah.
I don't just grab a sock and shoot it in a sock. I take that energy from that and jump straight out the bed and put it into my workout, or put it into my music, or put it into something that's gonna make me greater.
So I love that he used that word, sexual transmutation. Transmutation is a term from alchemy, which basically means the transfer of energy from one thing into another. Which is why this point is so good. And I recommend all people, especially all guys, read this book called The Way of the Superior Man by David Data, I believe. It's such a good book. I'm 33 now, and I wish I read that book when I was like 15. Like, I wish I had someone that gifted me that book then, because it talks about things like that in the ways to actually be the best man you can be, the best person you can be. So it's so powerful because you can use that energy, that creative energy, and actually put it into being productive in all these different areas of your life. You know, for him, it's, you know, building a career out of his music, right? Or his fitness, or his finances, or maybe a business idea, right? Like all these things, because you got that creative sharpness, that's sharp creative sword, that energy to put into it.
And you know what? I hear where he's coming from on that. This is one of the reasons why you will hear a lot of guys say that you shouldn't, like, you remember how people used to always say, like, I think it was, they used to tell boxers this. They tell boxers don't have sex like the day before or the same day that they have a fight, because you're going to be weaker. And I've noticed that as well. If I've had sex the night before and then try to go to the gym the following morning, which has happened since I've been here, yeah, I don't feel as strong in that next gym session, man. So there's definitely some truth to that, bro. Let's keep it moving.
Yes, abstinence absolutely does, cause you to focus. You know what I mean? Abstinence causes you to focus because it causes you to focus on other things in your life that are important to you. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that we probably neglect because this is always on our brain. So yeah, I absolutely believe abstinence can increase your focus.
The more I look into it, even celebrities are not interested in clapping cheeks anymore.
Got a follow-up question here on the bottom. If we can get a close shot here, it says right there, it says, is he really celibate? 50 Cent, are you celibate?
Listen, when you calm down, you can focus. All right, it's been good. I've been good to me. It's when things start getting complicated. Things start getting confusing because people come in for different reasons. And then if you like go on a date, but you have no interest in anything, you can I can see you now. I said, goddamn, girl, you're fine, but you ain't got nothing going on.
And this is pissing off some sisters.
I hate being fine and single. People always assuming shit about you. I am not getting okay? I'm not getting 8 out from the rooter to the tutor, bitch. I'm losing sight in my left ear. Stop talking to me for real.
Now I have much more discipline, women, and that's helping me filter out women better. You know what I mean? Because I'm not tolerating certain behavior. Yeah, for sure. Like, there's much more discipline for me at my age now. Like, I don't tolerate certain behavior. Not even for, like, before I was like, man, I'd probably tolerate this so I go or whatever the case. Now it's like, yo, I'm not even trying to deal with that. You get what I'm saying? So now more, and that's causing me to be more focused within, be more disciplined, whether it's me, my fitness, and me going to the gym or whatever other endeavors we got going on. I feel like I'm more disciplined now because I'm not solely focused on, like, yo, where's my next piece of pussy coming from? I'm not really obsessed with that.
I, being one of those men, I have not been with a woman since my last relationship ended in 2019. And speaking with a lot of my circle, a lot of men in my circle, whether it be my clients, whether it be they are not staying away from clapping cheeks. My cousin, a very successful brother, is not interested in clapping cheeks. You understand what I'm saying?
I met somebody that explained the importance of abstinence, but didn't explain it like, not like I'm waiting until I'm married. Like, abstinence is just the practice of not having sex, period. So not being aware that it's like, okay, it's not me saving myself to marriage, it's just having control, saying, no, I'm being abstinent for here, but that's discipline over yourself.
Yeah.
So it's like, you could say I'm abstinent for the year. That means I'm doing 100%. This to control myself, which is what you were saying, it's about self.
Right.
So I get it.
Gotta say, though, I do agree with him on this. And he seems to be on the same journey as a lot of you brothers as well. So, man, hold the line, man. Keep your head down and focus on the grind. And, bro, when you look up, trust me, man, I think a lot of you guys will be happy where you at.
Yeah, man, this is a good video. I mean, it's something that is easy to do. Maybe some guys don't think so, although it is easy to do. And it also is something that builds trust in you, whether it's the abstinence or going to the gym consistently or spending a little time each day to work on being self-employed, creating an opportunity so you can have financial freedom, time freedom. Like this guy, Average Man Unplugged, I'm pretty sure, it's been a while since I watched one of his videos, but I'm pretty sure now he makes income remotely and can do creative things like YouTube. I'm pretty sure he lives in Latin America now, right? So again, like you can do that too. Get creative and show yourself that you can trust yourself to go through this process and create the lifestyle that you really want. That's why this video is so powerful, right? So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Go check out Average Man Unplugged's channel as well. Go subscribe to him. And also, I recently started doing consultations or lifestyle guidance calls, so you can book that in the description below if you're interested in getting some help. Outside of that, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. You got this, bro.